Well, she's at least put herself in position to potentially win a medal. Anna Miscione and Lauren Clamon now going toe-to-toe here as they step up to the line here in the bronze medal match of the women's senior recurve competition of the U.S. Open. Miscione will shoot first. Her first arrow is a 9. Good start for the youngster.
Anna's technique always looks very decisive. When you see her take a shot, she typically has a very determined expression on her face. And when she executes the shot, she tends to maintain that sense of determination, as does Lauren, who just put up a really nice 10.
And if the arrow touches the line, it will go to the higher scoring ring. And that's a 9 for Anna Miscione. That was very easy to tell that time.
One of the great things about competing in archery at the international level is the ability to travel, and we recently interviewed Anna to talk about her interest in archery, and one of the things that she said motivated her was not so much winning gold medals, it wasn't even winning money, it was the opportunity to travel around the world. She's very excited to try to win a spot to travel to Rio. So we just saw Anna let down, which means that she decided not to take the shot and pull her bow back again. And that can sometimes cost you on the clock a little bit. And she did shoot a 6 low in the target. So potentially letting down may have cost her. Potentially there was an opportunity where she could have rushed the shot a little bit there.
This one sealed the deal for the first set, and that's right down the middle.
Solid X for Lauren Clamon.
Well, Lauren Clamon collects the first 2 points, winning that first set decisively, 29-24. Well, Rio's certainly a place I'd like to visit.
Absolutely, and this is shaping up to be a great Olympic Games. I understand that the Rio 2016 organizing committee, they've made a lot of news about the fact they've done a lot of work to get ready to host the games. Archery will be played in the Sambadromo, which is a very iconic location. It's the last spot in the carnival that happens in Rio. And so archers will have the opportunity to really compete in a beautiful Olympic venue as they shoot for medals in Rio next year.
Rio, one of the world-class cities that has hosted or will be hosting the Olympics, to go along with the many other world-class cities that have hosted. You had London in 2012, a 2-time host. 2008 was hosted by Beijing. 2004 in Athens, the site of the original modern Olympic Games. 2000 it was in Sydney, and then you want to go way down the line, 2020, Tokyo will be a 2-time host after having hosted in 1964.
Absolutely, and of course the United States is also putting forth a bid to host the 2024 games in Boston, which would be something incredible to see for the United States. And so I think there are certainly many of these younger archers that we're seeing. 2024 is not that far off, and I think they may be looking forward to potentially trying to shoot in Olympic Games in their home country.
Boston, of course, would be a worthy host for an Olympic Games should they get the bid for 2024. The first shot by Miscione is a terrific shot. Solid. Right inside the 10 ring.
Beautiful shot, really nice and strong. She's just outside of the X. Let's see how Lauren answers her.
Clamon winning the first set 29-24, and she answers with a 9. Not too bad.
Really good shot. Again, a 9. Very solid. When you're talking about a target 80 yards away, if it's in the gold, it'll play. But unfortunately for Anna, that one a little high in the 7, and that'll cost her a little bit in this end. Excuse me, this set.
Well, Clamon would like to do an 8 or better here.
It's still just a 2-0 match, so there is certainly still plenty of opportunity for either archer to win this match and this bronze medal.
Clamon takes advantage by shooting a 9. Now it's a 1-point lead as we head to the third arrow in this second set, and that is an 8 for Miscione.
A little bit of a tough end for Anna, but she's certainly a very determined and very skilled competitor despite her youth, and I think that we'll see some continued solid shooting from her before this match is over.
7 to tie, 8 or better to take 2 points more. Oh, and that one is way wide to the right, and Anna Miscione has taken those 2 points. How about that?
What a turnaround in that set.
Oh, looked dire for Anna Miscione, but that has scored a 4 for Clamon. Again, she needed a 7 to tie, 8 or better to take 2 more set points. Instead of being down 4-0, Anna Miscione has tied things up at 2 apiece for that 25-22 second set win.
As we're watching archery, one of the things that we look for a little bit is an indicator of, I mean, you certainly can never tell exactly how a shot will go. You can see an archer who looks fatigued or looks like they're shaking and they can shoot a beautiful X. And likewise, you can see a shot that looks incredibly solid and it can be a miss. But sometimes shaking can be an indication of something that could go, a shot that could go a little wide. And on that shot, you did see a little bit of shaking from Lauren. If you're watching her shot, it looked like the elbow of the arm that was pulling the bow back. There was a little bit of movement there, and that can be attributed to a number of different things. We don't know what was causing that, certainly, but sometimes a little bit of shaking can be an indicator that, you know, the archer's either a little fatigued or they're a little nervous, and sometimes that can result in a wide shot.
Well, again, not only has it been a long day for these archers, they have shot since earlier this morning. It's been a long week for them. So
Yep.
certainly pulling the strain back throughout the week can take its toll, and certainly could have played a factor in that last shot for Lauren Clamon. Certainly was not the wind. The wind's been very calm here through the recurve portion this afternoon.
Absolutely, but you know, interestingly, as you mentioned, the archers have been fighting the wind quite a bit this week during the U.S. National Target Championships, and particularly on the first day of scoring, the day before yesterday, these archers really faced very significant winds, and what that means is, as you saw a little while ago when one of the archers let the bow down, meaning they went to take a shot, changed their mind, and drew the bow back a second time, sometimes that, you know, can cause fatigue if that archer is doing that many, many times over the course of a scoring round, because they're essentially pulling the bow back more times than they need to shoot arrows.
That time, Miscione with the early edge, 9-7 after one arrow. We're in the third set, tied at 2 apiece. First to 6 wins, and another 9 for Miscione.
She's really got an opening here. She's got an opportunity to take a lead, and she's got a little bit of an advantage. We don't know yet for Lauren whether she was the mark oftentimes of a great shooter is that if they make a tough shot, they recover really well from it. Lauren seems to have done that. But again, Anna had a little bit of an opportunity here, and she's definitely taking advantage. A solid X. What a beautiful 10-point shot.
And she has secured herself 2 more points. Doesn't matter what Clamon does with this shot, but certainly a 10 would do wonders for her confidence heading into the fourth set.
And you just addressed a really important point, which is that sometimes in a set or in a match, the outcome is decided. And no matter what type of arrow you shoot downrange, you have lost that set, or you maybe even have lost that match. A good shot can give you, as you mentioned, a good boost of confidence. It can teach you something about your technique and your shot process, and it can help you to remember why you're out there shooting arrows in the first place. So every arrow has value, even if the outcome of the match is irrelevant at that point.
28-25 win for Anna Miscione in the third set, gives her 2 more set points. And a set win here will give her the bronze medal over Lauren Clamon. Anna Miscione, the younger of the 2 competitors here, both born in 1997, which was 1 year after the United States hosted their last Summer Olympics, not too far from here in Atlanta, Georgia.
As we head to Rio 2016, that's you know, one of the goals is that both of these teams would hopefully in Rio next year and individually come back with some hardware and some beautiful medals.
It's one of 8 gold medals the United States has won in archery since it was reintroduced into the Olympic program in 1972. Second most, behind South Korea's 14. First shot from Lauren Clamon is a 9.
It's a good way to open up, and Anna definitely has the advantage now. Being up 4-2 is definitely something to consider, but she lets down quickly there, and we'll see if that may hurt her on the clock. She keeps her composure, and she does. Solid 10.
Didn't
Beautiful
seem to
shot.
bother her much.
Not at all. She didn't seem to be hurried at all by the clock, and as a result, she really succeeded on that shot. But here's Lauren, also with a 10. It looks like just inside the X, which is a fantastic shot for her. Neither of these 2 young archers is letting up at all, and it's fantastic to see.
Another excellent shot from Miscione.
Wow, great shooting. There's so much pressure on the line right now for these 2 young archers. So much distance to cover with an arrow that's so small, literally the size of a knitting needle, trying to hit something the size of an apple 80 yards away.
And an excellent shot from Lauren Clamon.
Fantastic, 29 points. That's a great way to finish that out.
10 will give her the win, but she gets a 9. That'll tie things up
Wow.
in the set. And Lauren Clamon will stay alive.
Looks like this is going to be a 5-3 match, which means Anna's still technically really in a very advantageous position because now she only needs to tie the next set or win it to take the match. So Lauren really has to win this next set outright in order to stay alive.
They will check that one arrow that's on the 9-10 line, though it looks like it's right on the line, which would definitely make this a tie set at 29 apiece and give each competitor a point to make it 5-3 for Anna Miscione. Now we headed to the 5th and final set with a bronze medal on the line. Now 1 set point apiece, and we do get a 5th and final set between Anna Miscione and Lauren Clamon.
What a great match this has turned out to be, and between these two young competitors, and they are really putting some great arrows up on the targets tonight. Fantastic shooting all around. And they are definitely a testament to the depth of field that USA Archery is seeing on the women's side and on the men's side, in compound and in recurve. The field is just getting tougher.
Lauren Clamon needing to win this set in order to force a one hour arrow shoot off. And Miscione needs to tie or win the set in order to grab the bronze medal outright.
Pressure is definitely going to be a factor this set. And it's a low 8 for Lauren to start this.
Lauren Clamon's first arrow in 8 here in this set.
Both of these archers really need to stay, we call it being in the zone, staying really focused on their process. And another letdown from Anna. It didn't seem to affect her last time. Let's see how she does. Ooh, it's low, and it looks like it could be a 6. If it looks like it's just outside of the 7.
Nevertheless, Clamon with the early advantage, having shot an 8 with her first arrow.
She's got an opportunity here. 9 points. There's a lot on the line for these two young women, as both of them are really pushing hard to make their mark in the senior ranks. 9 points, very solid.
A 2-point edge for Clamon heading into this final arrow. If Clamon is able to get a 9 or better, then they'll force a 1 arrow shoot off.
Eight points.
Miscione with the 9.
And Miscione with the 9. It's 24 points for Miscione.
The first arrow for Anna Miscione was a 6 on the line with a 7. If that is a 7, she potentially could win the match.
Right now, we could have a potential scoring decision to make here. If that is a 7 for Miscione, then she will win the bronze medal. If not, we are going to go with the 1 arrow shoot off for the bronze medal. 25 points for Lauren Clamon. That's set in stone.
You can see both archers' agents right now are taking a very close look at that arrow.
Right now it's 25-24, and if that arrow is a 7, then that would give Miscione the win.
There's a judge down there as well, and that tournament official will make the final determination about the value of that arrow, particularly if the two archers' agents don't agree on the arrow value. Both of those agents are experienced tournament archers themselves, and it looks like they're asking for a call. The judge will head to the target, and he'll look visually,
the judge looking very carefully at that target face,
as well as with a magnifying glass.
The 6 or 7 is whether they tie here.
This is so close.
Well, it just goes to show you that every arrow counts here, and that arrow was the first arrow of this set.
And it looks like he's still making that determination.
So if it's a 6, we will have a 1 arrow shoot off. If it's a 7, Miscione will get the win in this set. or they'll actually tie the set, but give her the advantage 6-4.
And it looks like the judge is making a call on his radio. That may mean that there's a shoot-off.
9-9-7
Ooh.
for Anna Miscione.
That's good
She
enough
takes
to
the
tie.
match.
Medal winner.
She gets the bronze medal, so it came down to
Congratulations to Anna Miscione.
congratulations to Miscione, one of the younger competitors at this level.
But Anna
Big
with
hugs for
bronze
her
medal
competitor. Big hugs for her coach. Fantastic shooting by both of these young ladies.
It came down to millimeters for that bronze medal.
Literally millimeters, and a huge hug from her coach, Jim White. Really fantastic
Showing
shooting.
both these young ladies today. Anna
Oh, an
Miscione
excellent
born
job by
in
Anna Miscione to grab the bronze medal over Lauren Clamon. A great effort by Lauren Clamon as well, too. Archers born in 1997. That won't be the last we hear of them. Many more competitions for them to come, but Anna Miscione will take home the spoils with a bronze medal, and we head to our gold medal match between Katuna Lorg and Mackenzie Brown, an up-and-comer against one of the longtime archers, one of the veterans in Katuna Lorg, and we're going to take a break right now before we head to our gold medal match, so stay tuned here on usarchery.org. Happy Independence Day. We'll be back after these moments.